Right? Shalom.
Shalom.
We start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, all right, the nation of Israel. All right, it's Ratazah.
It's your brother Kabash.
You know, and just want to give a, do a quick lesson for you brothers, basically going into how knowledge without wisdom is a false balance. All right, how when you read the scriptures, it's a common theme where you always see wisdom and knowledge coupled together, man. All right, because you have certain jakes who might come into the truth and think it's all about just learning. It's all about just knowledge. Accumulating this immense amass of knowledge, not knowing that you got to apply that knowledge, man. In your day-to-day life. All right, wisdom. Which is the application of knowledge. So they both go hand in hand, man. If you just got all this knowledge, you don't know how to apply it. That's a false balance, man. All right, you can start with Proverbs 11 and 1. And that's something that we've been saying a lot lately, especially amongst our camp, is that it's not just about knowing a bunch of scriptures or knowing all this information. It's about how you move with it, man. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
Right, false balance is an abomination to the Lord, man. All right, and that's a false balance. If you don't have the wisdom with the knowledge, man, you gotta have both. Yeah, you're supposed to have knowledge. We're not down in that, right? You're supposed to know the scriptures. You're supposed to know the precepts and all that stuff. But it ain't just about that, man. So you gotta have both. It's a balance. The scripture says what? A false balance is an abomination, man. And we've seen examples of guys who've had all this knowledge, but what happens? They ended up getting cast out because they don't apply it, man. All right, go ahead.
But a just weight is his delight.
Right, a just weight is the Most High's delight, man. All right, and to have both those components of wisdom and knowledge, that's a just weight. It's righteous, man, and the Most High delights in that. And we've seen brothers, hey, the apostles is a perfect example. They have a perfect balance of knowledge and wisdom, and they've been around, some elders 20, 25, 30 years, man. Spiritual longevity, man. Because they know how to move. They know how to basically how to move in this world, man. You don't get caught up into situations where you can get cast out, man. You want to say something?
No.
All right, go from there. Go to Proverbs 4 and I believe it's 4 and 7. You can probably get Isaiah 33. You got it? Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right. It says wisdom is the principal thing, man. All right. When you go into that word principle, it means of chief importance. All right. Because I had looked it up. You go into that word principle, it means of chief importance, man. Yeah. So it's very, very important that you obtain that wisdom, man. All right. Which is the application of what you know. All right. I mean, you can't stress that enough, man. It's very important. All right. Because jakes, you got these jakes that know all these scriptures, have this knowledge, but as soon as you get on them or you rebuke them or you might tell them something, they can't deal with it, man. That's not using wisdom. All right. Well, here it is. This brother is very smart as far as the scriptures, but he get out in public and just be acting a fool, man. If he's talking in the car, Jake, yeah, I ain't working for the white man, or I ain't working with a two. Nigga, you better, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
That's not using wisdom, man.
Yeah, we're not captivity. We're not in
right.
our rest.
That's right, man. So moving. That's just a spiritual advice, man. Make sure you're moving correctly with this word, man. All right, or the Most High will take it from you, man. You got something? Was there any more on that?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you could read that again.
Proverbs chapter 7, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding, man. Because you got to not only know the scriptures, but you got to understand what you're reading too, man. You know, you got to have a level of reading comprehension. You know, if you don't know certain breakdowns, you're supposed to seek out the teachers, all right, get the breakdowns, and you fully understand what you're reading, man. Because some guys just like to regurgitate, you know, and just spit out a bunch of stuff and don't really understand what they're quoting or what they're reading, man.
Yeah, learning from men's mistakes,
right?
The experience that they have. The Lord have mercy on them to stay in His truth, keep pushing His word. You get understanding on how to move in His truth with the scriptures. Know when to apply the scriptures, and know. Well, you apply the scriptures all the time, but you know when to go hard, and you know when to just be hidden, be in the midst of things, and let the Lord do the work ultimately. That's right.
That's right, man. Yeah. Matter of fact, since you said that, get Matthew 10 and 16. If you have something, get what you have, man. You know, yeah, like the brother said, the truth teaches you how to move in this world, man. Like you said, how to maybe be hidden for a minute, and especially particularly in the world, man. All right, that's why they had read that scripture. Is what I'm going to, man.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Right, and that's coming out the mouth of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, when you go out into this world, man, we're basically sheep in the midst of wolves, man, demons, niggas. All right, so you gotta know how to apply the scriptures when you're amongst these people, man. You know, it's another scripture that says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hides himself.
Yeah.
It's in Proverbs 22nd chapter. You know, so you gotta know you gotta be wise, man. Wise as a serpent. The word wise comes from the word wisdom. Somebody who is wise, all right, is a person that has wisdom, man. They have the knowledge, but they know how to maneuver and they know how to guide themselves through the spirit, man.
Yeah, like for instance, on the Sabbath day, we still have to work.
Right.
Now, granted, some brothers can change up their schedule for the Sabbath day and be off on that day, and then work the rest of the days. But 9 out of 10, man, you just gonna have to suffer through and go to work, man, because we're in our captivity. That's using wisdom. Because if you don't go to work that day, you may get fired or suspended or rolled up. Then you're thinking that's another burden on your damn plate. Because the Lord said His burden is light, His yoke is light. So
that's right. Yep. Yeah, man. You don't want to be over righteous. I think it says that in Ecclesiastes, be not over much righteous, neither over much wicked. If you take it over, I ain't Sabbath. Man, take your ass to work, man. Like your brother said.
You don't deal with a woman though.
You don't deal. Yeah, certain things certain things that you could help. But if you got to work that day, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why the Lord gave us that grace, man. And really, like you said, we be in our captivity, so we're bound to the laws of the land, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? We just can't. It's a Sabbath and the men of the Lord. And I ain't going to work, man.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai, when he was on the scene, and I'm gonna let you get your point. Yahweh Shai was on the scene. He could have took down the Romans with the legions of angels and just rounded Israel up.
Yep.
But he didn't. The Lord just went and prophesied and sealed the elect, the 12 disciples, and then they went out and taught the word, and then so on and so forth, fulfilling prophecy and scriptures when he was on the scene.
That's right.
But ultimately he used the wisdom. He was the sheep among wolves. Pharisees and the Sadducees, and especially the Roman Empire that ruled over the Pharisees and Sadducees.
That's right, man. Yeah, so it's all in timing, man. Yahweh Shai, like you said, he could have, destroyed the Romans and took over and set up the kingdom, but it wasn't time yet, man. Now we're coming into the time where Yahweh Shai is about to usher in his kingdom, man. Was that it on that?
Yep.
All right, you can go from there to Isaiah 33 and 6. You know, just to hit that point still of wisdom and knowledge. You can't have one without the other, man. You gotta have both. All right, especially in the times that we're coming into, man. You know, yeah, now you're supposed to move with the knowledge, you know, in a spiritual fashion. But when the time you're coming into, you know, time of Jacob's trouble, you really gotta apply the scriptures, man. You go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge, man. Not just knowledge. Yeah, knowledge you gonna be. Nah, man. It's wisdom and knowledge, man. Should be what? The stability of our time. The word stability goes back to the word being stable, man. You know, being unmovable, being, you know, basically being strong in your pivot, so to speak, man. All right, in the times to come. You know, when certain situations may occur, you know, hey, scripture's gonna be going through your mind. Well, the scripture says do this. Even though you might not know the exact chapter and verse, but you know you read it, and the words will just come to your mind through the Spirit. You know?
And also to build on your point, and I'll give that to you. In the time of famine, we're gonna have a time of famine. Famine of the word, which is this is pointing out what the brother is speaking on, and in the time of famine of lack of bread and water. That wisdom gonna come into play when you come across a damn. You might come across a damn Subway and they only got ham sandwiches in there. It's the beginning of the purge and all that. And they got sandwiches all up in there, wrapped up, it's clean, and they only got ham on it. You gonna put in your mind like, look, man, Leviticus chapter 11.
Yeah, exactly.
And you gonna flee from it, man. Just as if you seen a rattlesnake coming at you.
That's right.
You ain't gonna go to over there a rattlesnake. That's just the same way as sin.
That's right.
Written in the Apocrypha.
That's right. And I know, you know, this is not a topic of faith, but hey, your faith gonna kick in too.
Oh yeah.
Your faith got to kick in at that point. There ain't no food. Like brother, you ain't got a pork ham sandwich. Got this abominable. You gotta have faith, man. The Lord feeds you in that day, man. The scriptures say that. What was that? Isaiah 65. My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yeah.
You know. So your faith got to kick in on a level where you think, I know the Lord got me, man. That goes back to being stable, man. You know, your faith is built up to a level. You got the wisdom and the knowledge. You moving in the day of tribulation. You get your faith is on 1,000, man. Like brothers say, man. You know the Lord going look out for you, so to speak. You got scripture?
I'm thinking for that. Well, you can go ahead with yours.
Okay. Matter of fact, I could read this and you could break it down.
Okay.
Dealing with King Solomon. Second Chronicles. All right, chapter 1, and I'm gonna just get right to the point. Verse 10. This is King Solomon speaking to the Lord. It says, "Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great?" And the Most High said to Solomon, "Because this was in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor life of thine enemies, neither yet asked long life, but hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people, over whom I have made thee king." You know, that's Solomon, man. You know, he didn't just ask for just an immense amount of knowledge. He asked for the wisdom too. And that's the point that we're trying to hammer home, so to speak, in this this quick lesson, man. All right, Solomon asked for wisdom and knowledge so he could be a judge. All right, and that goes back to Proverbs 11 we started out with. That's a just weight, man. You have both, because as a judge, you know, you want to be balanced. You want to be equal on both sides, man. You know, that makes a great judge. You can judge matters in a balanced way, but you gotta have the wisdom and the knowledge in order to do that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
just like he judged that situation with the baby.
Yeah.
Two mothers.
Yep.
One of the the two ladies. One of them was the mother, and one of them was not. And he said, "Look, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and divide the baby, and you know, whoever cries for it the most or sacrifice the baby to let it live, then he's gonna release the baby to that woman that let the sacrifice for not having the baby cut and let the baby live. And sure enough, he made a righteous judgment. That's what the scripture said. You know, the lady that was like, nah, you know what, man, just let her have it. And, you know, and come to find out, the lady who was claiming that that's her baby, she got end up with a judgment.
That's right. Yep.
And that's what the Lord's making us out of, gods of the earth. Psalms chapter 82, using wisdom and knowledge. Not being proud and boastful, because our righteousness is as filthy rags before the Lord.
That's right.
But it is helping us out to help us endure with that faith of doing the works. Just as I'm going to read in James chapter 2.
Yeah, we could probably close. I ain't had nothing. No, we probably close on that too.
Okay, come.
You know.
Okay, come. This is James chapter. I'm starting with 15.
Yeah, you break it down too.
Okay, come. This is James chapter 2, verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you, I'm talking about brother and sister of the truth, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? Even so faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone. And that's another analogy of, you know, you going out to the highways and byways, you knowing this truth, but you're not applying it, just like the brothers have been saying. Now, you know, we weak in this flesh, but things that you can help, just go to the maximum and do it. I myself, you know, in this video, speaking 10 times more to myself, because every time, I just noticed this too, every time I do a video, I'm getting tested by it. The Lord just tested me on it. I was like, damn, I just did a video about it. It's scary like that. It took me a minute, but now it's like, oh, shit. The Lord is opening up our eyesight. You know, so that could be in conjunction with in this truth. You know, doing videos with brothers, hitting up brothers whenever, even when you ain't got a conversation. But when you hit a conversation up with a brother, I mean, even if you don't need nothing, but you know, hey bro, you know, what's up? Yeah. Then the spirit will have us just talking in the spirit. And then we had to cut each other short because we've been on the phone for like, you know what I'm saying, a minute. But at the same time, we're not caught up in this world to get to the point of, you know, doing lessons like this and edifying the elect. Like knowing how to take care of ourselves, like, because ain't nobody gonna do it for us.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, some warning.
Come. Verse 18, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Yeah. Read it one more time.
Come. Verse 18, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Right, and you've seen that with the brothers with the videos being pushed out on a high level, man. All right, our output is basically showing our belief in the Lord, man. Because if brothers didn't believe, you wouldn't see all these videos popping out, man, and being pushed out ahead of y'all. You know, all these 3 videos a week. You got brothers doing more than that, man.
Oh, and that's the spirit too. What you get into, because it says in the Apocrypha, wisdom is the beginning of the fear of the Lord, so to speak. Yep. So that's what he's talking about. The brother's talking about these videos that we're actually exercising the principal thing, which is wisdom, and applying it too by doing these videos, being in the spirit, not being lazy, in the spirit, not trying to do the work, none of that stuff, man. Just mentally thinking about getting the hell up out of here, man. That's the principal thing. That's being wise.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and through our, like you said, you know, through our works, you know, that's how we're showing our faith, man. Through our works, you know, the brothers are laboring, you know, trying to keep the Lord's statutes and commandments to the best of our ability, being charitable, basically trying to hit all of the things the scriptures say to do, man, because we believe. You know, we got brothers prophesying in the rain, you know, the heat, the cold. We wouldn't be doing that if we didn't believe in the Lord, and we didn't believe that he said if we do these things, that we're going to receive salvation.
Yep, preaching before violent crowds.
That's right.
Now the Lord moved away that scenery from violent crowds, because we used the wisdom too, because we all could have been in jail.
Yep.
But we didn't. We had people pulling out guns and knives and staffs and just coming up there drunk for no reason. But the Lord moved us away from that. And now he's edifying the elect more, because we're in this year of prophecy, and the Lord is only dealing with the elect now.
That's right.
We're not dealing with these crowds no more.
That's right. Yeah, man. That's how you know, at the end of the day, you're going to know who the real prophets are, man. You know, as time goes on, that window's going, that gap's going narrow, man. It's going to be, the spotlight going to be on who the real men of the Lord are, you know, who's doing this thing in sincerity and following the scriptures to a T, man. You know, all these other groups, they're going to be found out to be bogus, man, so to speak. You know? So you had any more on that?
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you know, so that's it. We just wanted to do a quick lesson for you brothers. You know, we talking in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, that was edifying. All right. So with that, give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash. All right. The bonds to the apostles, those a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. All right. Till next time. Shalom.
Shalom.